In Microsoft Teams is what I want to focus on, because I can go over how to create a form from here now and such, but I think the best way to use a form, not personal, to use it as part of a team, because this way it's not lost if the users left the company. It's not gone if others can actually edit the form and modify it and see the results once you create it within a team. So if I have a leadership team, let's say, and we're gonna go to this resources one. And I'm gonna click on the plus sign, and I can add a tab. That tab, you will see a bunch of applications you can add. Forms is one of them. There are admins that disable this feature, but Forms is a Microsoft application. So if third-party apps are blocked, this should still be visible because it's part of the Microsoft applications. You select that one, and it's going to ask you, do you want to create a new form or do you want to add an existing form?
So for everyone that may have just gotten a little, I don't want to say overwhelmed there, but what Kamal just did there, adding an app to Teams, that is an incredibly powerful thing that is very easy to use. The first time you see it, it's like, wait, what just happened? But when you add a tab, either there or on the left-hand side, now you have access to a whole nother app right there within your Teams dashboard. So Teams now, instead of just a chat messaging application, becomes a dashboard. It becomes an aggregate of all of your applications you use on a daily basis. For instance, we use a lot of apps like Vacation Tracker and things that our employees use. Rather than having to log in some other browser, it's all within Teams. Now that sounds complicated, but it's really not, and it's really helpful. And so that's what Kamal is showing here, is just integrating a form right into a current Teams channel that he has.
Exactly. And if you don't want to go to that where I showed you Forms is, you can add it on the left-hand side as an app within your Microsoft Teams. And if I do that, actually, I don't mind doing it. Then I can add it as an application. And now all the forms that I have, even my personal forms, will be visible within Microsoft Teams. So if I go back to Teams here and I add it as a tab within one of my channels, then I have, again, one of those options to either create a new one or add an existing form. Adding an existing form, you can use some of the ones you personally have, and maybe you worked on one initially, and then now you're ready to share it with your team. You can do it this way, and then it will automatically be shared with the team members. It allows you to select the options. Do you just want to share the results, or do you want to collect responses from the team? The create and share one is usually the preferred option to start from Microsoft Teams creating the form if you want to share it with other team members. So I'm going to call it onboarding resources, since this is resource tab. Post the channel, that's fine. And it's going to create the survey where you can start adding questions like I showed you earlier.